Number 4 is diving into ancient stressors to build resilience. So we had a fascinating conversation with Dr. Leo Puribrum. I think I'm saying that right. Puribrum on episode 306, all about counteracting modern comfort. I realized I'm too comfortable. And Leo showed me the value of small, uncomfortable moments or challenges throughout the day, throughout the week. So just reflecting on how comfortable I am, and I'm sure people will resonate with this. I sit in an air-conditioned or heated car and ride to work. I'm constantly entertained. I'm well-fed. I'm well-hydrated at all times. We live in this constant state of ease. And this isn't how we've evolved at all. We've constantly had to deal with the elements. And this is an evolutionary drive that's actually resulted in health. And so because we live in a modern environment where we're so comfortable, we have to artificially expose ourselves to things that make us uncomfortable because there are genuine benefits in the resolution of that uncomfortability. So I'll give you an example that he's used on this episode. And if you're interested, I highly recommend people look at his work as well. Cold exposure, which I really dislike, just at a personal level, but it's important, increases things like norepinephrine, improving metabolic rate. It can improve your focus, your immune alertness. People describe it as like having a couple of espressos of coffee without any stimulating after effects or any impacts on your sleep later on. In fact, it may even have beneficial impacts on your sleep. Heat exposure, things like sauna, hot baths, steam. You don't need to go for a sauna. You can just have a hot bath. Increases something called heat shock proteins. They repair damaged proteins. They improve your resilience. Brief controlled stressors. They mimic this metabolic environment that humans evolved in and counteracts this modern too comfortable living. So this is something that we, like I said, have to artificially introduce or reintroduce into our lives. And I'll be honest, I was skeptical about sauna for a long time, but I was wrong. Sauna is supported by substantial observational and interventional evidence for health and longevity benefits, particularly for cardiovascular health, heart health, and inflammatory disease risk reduction. So these large studies, a lot of them come from Finland, they demonstrate that increased frequency, so 4 to 7 sessions a week, which I admit is quite a lot, and long duration, over 19 minutes a session, which again is a lot. If you've ever been into a really hot sauna, 5 minutes can feel like a lot. 10 minutes is really uncomfortable. 90 minutes, it's up there with like a HIIT workout. It can be very uncomfortable. These are all associated with significantly lower risks of sudden cardiac death, coronary heart disease, cardiovascular disease, all-cause mortality, any cause of mortality. And there's a clear dose-response relationship, which points in the direction of this being causal, i.e. it's because of the sauna, not because of some other confounder. So a confounder in this respect could be, well, those who go to the sauna probably also have a gym membership,